There's a certain magic that happens when the world is still and the rest of the city sleeps. The clock reads 5 a.m., and while most are cocooned in deep slumber, some are already awake, moving with purpose, nurturing dreams, laying the groundwork for the day ahead. It's not just an anecdotal secret passed along by high performers and respected thinkers. The habit of waking up at 5 a.m. is grounded in science, and its transformative power can reshape almost every aspect of life, from productivity and focus to emotional well-being and health. Waking up at 5 a.m. doesn't just add hours to your day. It fundamentally shifts your approach to time, work, and self-care. Studies in circadian rhythms reveal that the early morning hours, just before and after dawn, align with your brain's highest states of alertness and least distraction. At this time, your prefrontal cortex, that essential brain region responsible for decision-making, planning, and self-control, is the least taxed by daily stresses. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, peaks shortly after waking, priming your body for action. But why is this specific hour so powerful, and what does the research truly say about early rising? For many, the notion of getting up at 5 a.m. seems almost superhuman, a habit reserved for CEOs and Olympic athletes. Yet neurological and psychological studies suggest that, with deliberate practice and intention, the benefits are accessible to everyone. Starting your day before sunrise provides the kind of peace and solitude that is difficult to capture at any other hour. Early mornings are free from the constant influx of email, social media notifications, and the frenetic energy of the workday. This ambient silence gives you the rare opportunity to focus deeply, a phenomenon psychologists call flow state, where distractions are minimized and creativity flourishes. This is the time when writers pen their best chapters, entrepreneurs outline bold visions, and high performers commit to their most valuable habits. From a biological perspective, your brain shifts into a productive gear early in the morning, especially following high-quality sleep. Sleep research suggests that REM cycles, the periods of sleep most closely tied to creative problem-solving and emotional regulation, are freshest just after waking. By leveraging this state, early risers report an improved ability to learn new skills, solve complex problems, and retain information with greater clarity. But the science doesn't stop there. The Journal of Applied Social Psychology points to a phenomenon known as biological prime time, the period during which your energy and willpower stores are fullest. That window varies from person to person, but for most individuals, it coincides with the first few hours of the day after waking. By using this energy for your most meaningful work, rather than just routine tasks, you accomplish more in less time. In fact, research from the Harvard Business Review shows that people who tackle their most critical tasks early in the day report higher overall satisfaction and lower stress levels by evening. Getting up at 5 a.m. is more than just reclaiming time. It's about intention. When you rise early, you send a strong message to your subconscious mind. You are in control of your day, not the other way around. This proactive mindset leads to improved self-confidence and resilience. Over time, as you consistently experience the satisfaction of starting your day with purpose, you reinforce your identity as someone who takes action and honors commitments to yourself. These seemingly small mindset shifts can ripple into every area of life, affecting how you lead, learn, build relationships, and respond to challenges. Moreover, the 5 a.m. wake-up has profound effects on habits. Psychologists know that habits are more easily built and maintained when they're part of a consistent routine. Early risers are able to build powerful rituals around their mornings, whether that includes meditation, exercise, journaling, or learning new skills. These routines become the anchor points for progress. The repeated nature of early waking creates positive feedback loops. You go to bed earlier, sleep better, wake up consistently, and stack habits with greater ease. There is also the physiological aspect to consider. Early risers are more likely to prioritize exercise, and studies from the University of North Texas highlight that individuals who work out in the morning tend to sleep more soundly at night. Exercise itself is shown to increase neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to change and adapt, leading to sharper memory and improved mood. When morning routines include movement, even light stretching or walking, the effects compound, leading to greater overall well-being. But none of this comes easily, especially at first. Behavioral psychologists emphasize the importance of gradual change and strategic cues. Start by pulling your wake-up time back by just 30 minutes for several days or a week, then pull it back another half hour. Pair your alarm with a small ritual, a glass of water, a favorite song, or writing a single sentence in a notebook to anchor the habit. Over time, your circadian rhythm will naturally adjust, making early mornings not just feasible, but enjoyable. Of course, sleep hygiene cannot be ignored. The key is not simply to wake at 5 a.m., but to do so after 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. This may mean dimming the lights and lowering screens well before bedtime, establishing a gentle wind-down routine, and maintaining consistent sleep and wake times even on weekends. Sleep researchers caution that sacrificing sleep for more waking hours can quickly backfire, leading to diminished cognitive function, increased irritability, and long-term health risks. So why do those who rise at 5 a.m. seem to progress faster, accomplish more, and lead richer lives? It is not the extra hour alone, but the clarity with which they use it. By governing the first part of their day, they harness their best energy and direct it toward their highest priorities, long before the day's obligations begin to eat away at their time and willpower. It is this purposeful direction, paired with physiological and psychological advantages, that makes the difference. Strategically speaking, early rising is about protecting your most precious asset, your attention. Tim Ferriss, Robin Sharma, and countless others espouse the power of mornings because it is the only block of time wholly within your control. It allows for reflection, planning, learning, and even small acts of self-care, elements that can feel impossible to fit in once the demands of everyday life take over. Those who transform their lives by rising at 5 a.m. are not superhuman. They have simply chosen to align their actions with their intentions, leveraging biology and strategy to create a life of greater focus, creativity, and fulfillment. By deciding to greet the day on your own terms, you declare that you, not circumstance, are the author of your narrative. The power is not in the clock, but in the choices you make when the world is silent and your mind is awake, ready to shape both your day and your destiny.